Hello students and trainees. Welcome to the French language class. Today's topic is French language accents. Already a video lesson you have attended regarding French alphabets. But in this video lesson you have learned French alphabetic pronunciation and some French words. But how to pronounce the French alphabet without accents. But today's topic, the main topic is French language accents. That is, what are the French language accents? That is, name of accents. How many accents are used in French languages? And what role the accents are playing when the accents are implemented or applied on French alphabets. This is the main topic in today's class. Okay. Let's start today's topic, French language accents. Thank you. Let's start today's topic, French accents, les accents français. One by one, I'll be explaining the French language accents. The first accent, l'accent aigu. L'accent aigu. Is number one, l'accent aigu. L'accent aigu is used on E. This is a front slash like, front slash in your computer keyboard. The symbol is used on E and it is like a line, right hand side aligned line used on E. Okay. The simple pronunciation in alphabetic pronunciation, E, you have pronounced already O. O. Without accent, it is pronounced O. When the l'accent aigu is used on E, it becomes A. Actual pronunciation becomes A. English alphabet A. Okay. So some example. I am showing you some examples, it will be more clear. Say ete, ete, ete. O accent aigu, te accent aigu. Ete. Ete means English meaning summer, summer season. But once the accent is there, you must have to use this accent because without this accent, the total word is invalid. Okay. If you miss this accent in writing or if you forget to give this accent properly, the word is totally invalid. Okay, without this accent, there is no such word. Say accent aigu, te o accent aigu, the meaning is summer. Pronunciation is e te, e te. That means when this accent is used on E, that is, it becomes, E becomes A, pronounced like A. Okay, is it clear? Some other examples I am giving you. Say ane, ane, ane. A double N O accent aigu. Ane means year, year. It is year 2024. That is year is called ane. Okay. Another example you take cafe, cafe. Cafe means coffee. Coffee. English meaning is coffee. Okay. Then another example, te. Te ash accent aigu. Te. Pronunciation te. English meaning is tea. So already you have got four words of the in French language, that is ete, ane, cafe, te. Okay. It is summer, ane is year, cafe. Cafe is coffee and te is te. Okay. Already you have got some ideas regarding how to use this accent, how to implement this accent, that is l'accent aigu, and what is the actual role l'accent aigu is playing. That is, it is used on alphabet E, and when it is used on alphabet E or implemented, E becomes, actually without this accent is O. O. Simple pronunciation without this accent is O. But when you apply this accent, the pronunciation changes, that it becomes A, okay? It becomes like English alphabet A. Say, te, ane, I'm repeating once again, te, ane, cafe, te, okay? But you know ki l'accent aigu is the French word, say, English meaning is acute accent. I'm writing the English meaning. English meaning is acute accent. In English it is called acute accent. Acute accent. Okay. That's all for accent number 1. Now I am coming to the number 2. Please take down in your copy one by one. I am showing you. Number 2. L'accent grave. L'accent grave is the next accent. In English meaning is grave accent. English meaning is grave accent. Grave accent means the pronunciation, it is used on E, it is used on A, it is used on U, okay, but it is a left hand side aligned line, okay, this type. It is like backslash in your computer keyboard, exactly like backslash in your computer keyboard, okay. I think you have got an idea that is it is used on alphabet E, A, U, okay. So when it is used on E, the sound changes. That is, I am giving you some examples, it will be more clear. Say, when you are using it on E, say the pronunciation is pear. It is when you use this accent, grab on E, it becomes a more flattened pronunciation. Your lips are expanding. Say, okay? Try to follow attentively. Say, When in the previous accent it was in accent aigu A, but here more acute and more in-depth pronunciation, that is more flattened. That is pronunciation is pear. Pear means father. Pear means father. Then next word is mare. Say where this accent, P-O accent grave arrow, M-O accent grave arrow, mare means mother. Say your pronunciation is more flattened. That is, your lips are expanding. When you are pronouncing this word, pear, mare, you see, your lips are expanding. That is, sound is pear, mare. Say, become, when this grave accent is used on E, it becomes more flattened. Okay, is it clear? Now another example, you get frère. F-R-E, accent grave, R-E, frère. Frère means brother. Okay, that's all for this accent. This is the changes in pronunciation. This is the role this accent grave is playing here. Actually, when used on E, it is changes the pronunciation. Okay. Now another part you see, you take down in your copy. One by one I am showing you. Now it is the role when it is used on E. Now I am showing you another example when it is used on A and U. Is the pronunciation does not change. Pronunciation becomes same, but the meaning changes when it is used on E. Say I am using A, accent grave, and another A, that is without accent. So what is the meaning? Say A, accent grave means in or to. This is a preposition. Preposition in your English. Say preposition. Say in or to. Okay? Say for example, if I give you an example, a Paris. A Paris means Paris. J'habite à Paris. Okay? Say I live in Paris. Say a Paris. A Paris means say in Paris. That is, it is a preposition. Say a. A means in or to. But pronunciation same. Say a. Both are pronunciation. Look at very attentively. Listen to me. That here is also a, here is also a. Without accent is a, it is also a. But when you are using the accent grab, that is grab accent, that is also a. But without this accent, it is a. But without accent, the meaning is has. Say he has a car, he has a pen, he has a book, she has a dress, that type of example. Okay. A means has. But please notice here very attentively that both the pronunciation same. That is a, but meaning changes. Here is in or to, here is has. Okay. So that's all for the a aksa grab. That is when aksa grab is used on a. Now I am showing you another example when it is used on you. That is u. Say another example you take ou. This is without accent. But ou we are using aksa grab on u. Say first u is or. So if I say te u cafe. Say te u cafe means tea or coffee. Okay, this is the meaning or. This is the English meaning is or. U. But both the case it is u. There is no change in pronunciation, but it is meaning changes. Where? It is where. Where are you going? Where do you live? This type. Where? Okay. This is the main thing regarding effect of using the aksa grab. When you are using, I am repeating once again from the very beginning, that is when it is used on grave accent, when it is used on e, the pronunciation changes. That is, the pronunciation is more flattened. That is a. Your lips are expanding. But when it is used on a, alphabet a and u, the meaning changes but pronunciation remains same. That's all for the laksa graph. Okay, I am coming to the, you take down in your copy, I am coming to the number 3. This is accent number 3. That is laksa circumflex. Laksa circumflex. That is circumflex accent. English is circumflex accent. Okay. Circumflex accent, actually it is like a caret like sign. So it is used on e, it is used on a, it is used on u. Okay, this type. It is used on I also. But these are some example. It is used on o also. But say this accent, if you ask me that what is the role of this accent, but there is no specific rule regarding pronunciation and meaning. But if there is this accent, that is accent circumflex is there when you are going through any text or any paragraph, you are getting this accent circumflex is there, or you are writing something, you must have to follow the rule. You must have to give the accent circumflex properly. Without accent, your word is invalid. Say for example, tête. Te on accent circumflex te. That is tête. Tête means head. But this is a word in French. This is a French word, tête. But if you don't give this accent, or if you forget to give this accent properly, it is an invalid word. There is no meaning. Another example you get, foray. 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 Foray means forest. Foray means forest. But you are getting, say, accent circumflex, that is circumflex accent on e. Okay. But another example is math. Math. M accent circumflex te. Math. Math is mast of the ship. Okay, these are some example. Another very good example of accent circumflex is ash o accent circumflex te o l. Hotel. That is English meaning is hotel. But what happens actually, if you notice very attentively that you see the accent circumflex, there is a specific role. but there is no specific role for the pronunciation changes or meaning changes in meaning, but it is suppressing S. If you compare with the English, say it is for a forest, English meaning, so here S is suppressing here by circumflex accent. But here math is mast of the ship, but AST is in English meaning. Say the circumflex accent, the accent circumflex is suppressing S here. Hotel is hotel or hostel. This is both are same in French, but hostel, that is here hostel, that is S is suppressing here. Say hotel, okay. S is suppressing S. In English meaning is hotel or hostel also, the same. So say S is suppressing. So somebody can say that is role of the, if you ask me, that is the role of the accent circumflex, that is the suppressing S. It is the accent, there is nothing but role regarding suppressing X. That is no meaning changes in meaning, no changes in pronunciation, but it is only suppressing S. Okay, that's all for the number 3, accent circumflex. Okay, I am coming to the, please take down in your copy, I am coming to the next accent. This is accent number 4, that is accent cédille. L'accent cédille. L'accent cédille is cédille accent. Okay, it is cédille accent. What is cédille accent? Cédille accent, actually, it is tail-like structure below C. It is a tail-like structure below C. This is called cédille. But when it is used, when C before A, O and U. When C is used, C is coming before A, O and U, these 3 alphabets, then the accent cédille is used. That means if you don't use the accent cédille, it is meaningless. So if I write CA, for example CO and CU, is the invalid meaning. Say if it will be ka, ko, ku, but there is no meaning in French language. So you must have to, when C comes before A, C comes before O and C comes before U, as per circumstances, you must have to use. The valid rule is C accent cédille then E, C accent cédille then O, C accent cédille then U. That is sa, so, su. This is the valid actually. And this combination is totally invalid. Okay. But the sa, so, su, this is the valid word. Actually, when you will get the C is coming before O, before A, before O, before U, then you must have to use the accent cédille. If you don't use the accent cédille, that is cédille accent, or if you forget to give the cédille accent, it is totally wrong. Okay, now I am giving you some examples. Say, for example, I am writing, say, C-A, V-A, C-A, V-A, V-A, that is kava. It is kava. Kava is no meaning. It is an invalid word. But you have to put the accent cédille, that is sava. Sava means okay. Is a valid word, sava. For example, say, garçon, G-A-R-C-O-N. If I write this or forget to give this accent cédille, that is, it will be garçon. Garçon, there is an invalid word. There is no such word in French dictionary. But C accent cédille, it becomes garçon. Garçon. Garçon is a valid word. Garçon means boy. Boy, any boy. Say boy, girl. This is boy, or the hotel boy also. This is steward. Where serving is table by table, lunch and dinner, that is called garçon also. Okay. Garçon is a valid word. That's a garçon. Garçon. Okay. Can you follow? That is when the C is coming before O, C is coming before A, then we must have to use the accent cédille. See you. Then another example. Lettre Resu. Lettre reku, if I write reku, it is no meaning. But it is coming before you. That is, I must have to use accent sedil. Lettre resu means the letter you have received, already received. The letter you have already got, the letter has already come to your house. That is, you have received the letter already. That is called lettre resu. Okay, but if you don't use this accent, it is reku. Reku, there is no meaning. Invalid word. Okay, that's all for accent sedil. This I am repeating once again that when C comes before A, O and U, these three alphabets, then you must have to use the tail-like structure below C, that is called accent sedil. And Se A, Se accent sedil A, Sa, Se accent sedil O, So, and Se accent sedil U, Su. This is the valid combination. Okay, that's all for the Number 4, accent sedil. Take down in your copy. I am showing you one by one. The last accent is number 5. That is accent trema. L'accent trema. L'accent trema. L'accent trema is the last accent in French language. It is a dot-like structure, double dot. Say it is used on E, it is used on I. Say double dot. Okay. This type of, so it is used on U also. Say is a double dot. I am showing you some examples. Say there is no such rule, but you have to pause for a moment. For example, I am showing you a word, this accent. Say no L. The no L, that is N-O, accent trema, then L. So accent trema is on E. Okay, you are getting in this word. What you have to do? So you pronounce up to this, N-O, then you pause for a moment or pause for a second, then come to the next part. So your pronunciation will be no L, no L. Okay, can you follow? Say no L. So if I write, Noel is, what is the Noel? Noel is Christmas festival. Okay, so if I say La Fête, for example, La Fête de Noël. I'm showing you an example, La Fête de Noël. But how to pronounce it? La Fête de Noël. Noël. That is, you pause for a second, pause for a moment, then you pronounce it. Okay, La Fête de Noël. It is like that. So another example I am giving you. Say H-O accent aigu, R-O E accent trema, then Q-U-E. Say heroic. Heroic is actually you getting the English word heroic, the heroic achievement. But in French it is called héroïque. Héroïque. Up to this point you are pronouncing at first, then the second part. After giving a pause for a moment. Okay. Your correct pronunciation is héroïque. Heroic. When you are getting the aksa trema, then you have to pause. Before that, you have to pause for a moment. This is the main thing. Okay? And H is ash mute. That is, H is mute in every French word. So your pronunciation here in this word, pronunciation starts from E. O accent aigu. Say aero. Aeroic. The pronunciation will be aeroic. I am repeating once again. Okay? This is the main role of the accent trema. That when you are getting the accent trema, before accent trema, in a word before accent trema, you have to pause for a moment, or a pause for a second. Okay. Not you don't pronounce at a time. Never pronounce at a time. That is, you pause for a moment, then pronounce the next part. Say no L. Aeroic. Okay. That's all for today's class. That is, all these 5 accents are very important in French language, and from this class you will have a very good idea regarding what are the main accents in French language and how these accents are implemented and applied on French alphabets. Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you for attending.